Bulma liked Goku way more than you remember. Alright, bro. This is a wild take, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is a wild take. But I'm gonna take his word for it, and we're gonna see what's up, bro. We're gonna see what's up with this. Alright, bet. It's locking. Oh yeah. Video by Merryweather Designs. Give him a like, you feel me? Alright, bet.
Alright, you all saw the title and the thumbnail, so here it is. Dragon Ball Hot Take. Hear me out. Bulma settled for Vegeta because she couldn't have Goku.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's right, I stand on that one. I don't care if you're booing, I'm a swamp monster. I like this shit. Just hear me out. I've been thinking about this for years, and I finally decided to cobble together everything that made me come to this conclusion. So, sit down and take a listen. I'm gonna prove this to you. Yeah, Bulma is really into Goku, but we didn't notice. So, romance and Dragon Ball. Yeah, this is gonna be a weird one, but hear me out. While this franchise intentionally avoids it because Toriyama never was comfortable with writing it, with what I'm about to show you, it clearly points to a sort of author's realization on Toriyama's part that he missed an incredible opportunity by putting Goku and Chi-Chi together just because it'd be funny. The fact that this idea of Bulma being interested in Goku on some level comes up multiple times well after Goku is married leads me to believe that perhaps Toriyama realized what he missed out on in hindsight. So, Bulma's feelings toward Goku are implied to be quite complicated based on what we're shown in all of Dragon Ball and Z. From the end of Dragon Ball and onward, these feelings have never really been truly platonic. In fact, Toriyama's editor during the original Dragon Ball's run even recommended putting them together at the end of Dragon Ball, and if he listened to his editor back in the day, it would have opened the way for some incredible story beats in the Android and Cell arc. The best arc in all of Dragon Ball, and I'm not going to explain why, you should already know. Anyway, this video is going to explain why Goku probably should have married Bulma instead. But first, we'll start with the basics. So for those of you who either didn't watch Dragon Ball or only caught Z during its heyday on Toonami, you may have missed a couple of nuances that I'm about to point out. Here's the thing. Goku and Bulma have known each other for years, and even when they were kids, she'd come to rely on and implicitly trust Goku to come through for everyone when it counted most. So when that scruffy looking kid she'd come to trust and rely on shows up to the 23rd World Tournament looking like this, well...
Maybe you can't tell who I am because of this thing on my head. I'll take it off so I'll look a little more like me. Who else but me has hair like this?
Lady. Balloon.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Bulma! What happened? It looks like your lips are bleeding.
No, it's called lipstick, you moron! It really is Goku.
Goku, you'd better hurry up and sign in.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'll be right back.
It's unbelievable.
Come on, Goku
Who would
face,
have
bro.
thought Goku could grow up to be so tall and handsome?
Just wait. I'm sure Yamcha will look even better.
So not only does Bulma find Goku attractive, but he's also the kindest, most reliable person that she knows. What's going on internally here is that she is reassessing her already close relationship with Goku and now dealing with a new layer that is physical attraction to him now that he's grown up. If
Hey,
she
bro.
had just a little bit more than like a day to process her feelings, she probably would have taken a shot with Goku. However, their relationship stays where it is, and that's that. You know, Goku gets married and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
No, not really. This happens again in Dragon Ball Z.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Let's go.
Goku's here. And you know, for the first time, I'm starting to realize how handsome he's become. Sure, Yamcha's still sort of my boyfriend, but a girl can wonder. Maybe I missed the boat on that one.
Yeah, you heard that right. This scene on Namek is also in the manga. That's not filler. Toriyama wrote that in himself. He put it in the final draft of his chapter before he handed it in to Shonen Jump. I think even he realized in hindsight that he should have put Goku and Bulma together instead of bringing back Chi-Chi. Like, it begs the question, why would an author that has openly refused to even touch romance put this in the story? While Bulma was a bit of a gooner during this stretch of the story, her thoughts on Goku are shown in a more serious light than, say, how she felt attracted to Zarbon, which was mainly played for laughs. Like, this wasn't played for laughs. It's a pensive moment when the character is alone. Toriyama could have just gone to the next scene and got on with the Namek Saga, but he went out of his way to draw Bulma daydreaming about Goku and lamenting that she never got a chance to be with him. You gotta ask, like, why is he bringing this back now of all times? It's not like it was foreshadowing anything, since Bulma doesn't get close to Vegeta until quite a while after this. It's because even he realized that Goku and Bulma would have been the ultimate power couple of Dragon Ball. They would have had the ability to move the plot forward together in a near infinite number of ways. And I think this moment was him acknowledging the missed opportunity as a writer. But, you know, as Bulma said, she missed the boat on that one. This is a continued through line from the end of Dragon Ball. She straight up says to herself that she missed the boat on Goku, and has a character moment that insinuates that not taking a shot with Goku when she had the chance is one of her personal regrets in life. Bulma has some pretty serious feelings toward Goku as a result of their adventures in OG Dragon Ball, and they most likely don't get resolved until the end of the Cell Saga, after Cell is killed. It's safe to say that because of the fact that her relationship with Yamcha was on life support around this time, and afterward with this scene on the Namek Saga, with Vegeta, his relationship with Bulma is extremely rocky until that 7-year time skip after Cell. Keep in mind that Vegeta only really gave a shit about future Trunks because they spent a year training together. What he has with Bulma took time to develop off screen because Vegeta was in his deadbeat era when Trunks was born, so the two of them weren't exactly close, not for a while. So with that said, I'm going to show you the third piece of evidence that leads me to believe that Bulma's feelings toward Goku were pretty serious. Watch this.
Okay? Why don't you just concentrate on healing up for a couple of weeks, and then we'll worry about getting the antidote to Goku.
Gohan's dad, huh? Do you really think he's that strong? Strong enough to make a difference?
Oh, yes. He can make a difference, all right. But it's not just how strong he is, Trunks. Goku has this incredible feeling about him. When you're with him, you just know everything's going to be fine. And it always is.
Man, sounds good. I can't believe that I'll get to see Gohan again. I'll even get to meet my dad and see what he's like.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't expect too much out of your father, dear.
Dang! That's the ultimate diss.
Yeah,
She just dissed Vegeta, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I think Goku and Bulma had an affair behind the scenes. Hey, bro, I'm not the one who said it, bro. I feel like Goku and Bulma had a real affair behind the scenes, gang. And I know that's a stretch. It's a stretch, like, what the fuck are you talking? No, bro. They really had an affair, bro. You gotta think about it. Why would she say that? She wouldn't just say that, bro. She treating him like he a deadbeat. And Goku the, you know what I'm saying, could be the stepdaddy, you feel me? But I think he already got a kid and shit, but I don't know. I feel like they had an affair. They had to, bro. They had to. No cap.
the reason I chose this scene is because we get to see Bulma's thoughts on Goku laid out plainly and in an easily digestible format, specifically without the variable of her relationship with Vegeta in the picture. We get her raw thoughts on Goku during the Cell and Android sagas. It's important to be able to look at these thoughts in a vacuum for the sake of this video, and this scene from the Future's Trunks story does just that. These are her thoughts on Goku in their purest form. It further lends credence to what I said earlier about how much Bulma loves and admires Goku. The only reason this relationship is platonic is because Goku married Chi-Chi. Otherwise, yeah, Trunks would have been Goku's son instead. She even dismisses Vegeta when Trunks asks about him, which, as mentioned before, is a snapshot of her thoughts on both Vegeta and Goku at this particular point in the story. At that time, Bulma didn't take Vegeta very seriously as a potential partner, or husband even, or father, really. being logical here for a moment, this Bulma never got to know Vegeta in that 7-year gap after Cell died. So this in fact proves that their relationship was not great during that stretch of time. I mean, like, hey, even Team 4-Star kind of touches on this.
So then, where's Daddy?
Unfortunately, our last conversation was... You are such an unbelievable asshole!
You know, you're being bitchier than usual today, and not in a hot way.
You got me pregnant, you idiot!
How is that my fault?
You said you were wearing protection!
I was wearing my armor!
You're a moron.
Well, what do you expect me to do about it?
What you're going to do is help me raise our child! That was a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I know that was a fan comedic dub, but it speaks to the issue here. They clearly had some work to do, and that work got done during the 7-year time skip. Which is why I say that Bulma was probably more into Goku than Vegeta at this time, since he's the only other person she seems to show interest in. And
I told y'all, bro, they had an affair, bro. They had an affair. Bulma and Goku. It was hitting on the side, bro. They was hitting on the side. Goku was hitting that on the side, bro. I know he was, bro. Goku too strong for just one female, bro. He can handle multiple females. Hey, bro. Hey, you heard it. You heard it right here. I ain't say it. I knew it, bro. I always knew it, bro. Man, look at that shit.
given what future Bulma says,
Hey,
she clearly...
I ain't gonna lie. Bulma and Goku would have had better kids. Because they would have been smarter, too. You feel me? Imagine a smart Goku. Come on, bro. Overpowered.
She has a lot more respect for Goku than she does for Vegeta. At least during this period of the story. Now, to finish off this section of the video, I want to point out one more scene to you. And while it is filler, I will tell you to pay attention to how Bulma reacts. Alright? So, watch this.
It's just not the same without him, is it?
Gosh, you really care for Goku. Hey, I know. How about we trade mates? Vegeta for Goku. Vegeta's not as sweet, but he's certainly more dependable. I think it evens out.
Hey, I'm available, ladies. What do you say, huh?
We're talking an even trade. We don't want to downgrade.
Bro, Vegeta and Goku is not an even trade. That's not an even trade, bro. I'm not trying to dick ride or anything like that, but hey, bro. Come on, bro. Vegeta over there smiling at the fact that they comparing him to Goku. He don't even want to be better. He want to be just as good. He know he worser, bro. Like, this nigga is weaker than Goku by... Bro, come on, bro. Like, come on, nigga. Goku whooping that ass every time, nigga. He trying to catch up to that nigga. The whole series, bro. The whole series.
Now, Dragon Ball fans, I know y'all are bad at this, but there's this thing called subtext, okay? Look at Bulma's face, dude. She's legitimately thinking about it right now. You know why? Take into consideration everything I've shown you up until this point. Yeah, sure, she's like moved on with her life. She's with Vegeta now, but she's still thinking about all those years she spent being interested in Goku, like seriously interested in him. And I'm gonna approach this again from a writer and animator standpoint. Why have her specifically react this way when you could just have her laugh it off with everybody else? Because this is clearly supposed to be a joke on Chi-Chi's part, right? No, Bulma's not joking. She's actually thinking about it right now. You know, sometimes I sit down and wonder what Dragon Ball would be like if the character writing wasn't so simplistic. There's legit potential in it for an incredible action/drama series, especially if Goku is unceremoniously dragged into a marriage with Chi-Chi, but Bulma is still interested in him like that. Like peak drama, the best kind, the messy kind, but...
See, bro? He had both of them, bro. I know he did.
Hey, that's not Toriyama's style, and I still very much enjoy what he was able to give us during his career. However, When I sat back and started thinking about it, as I mentioned earlier in the video, Dragon Ball as a whole would have been massively improved if Toriyama just took the easy route and had Bulma start dating Goku at the end of the original Dragon Ball, which we'll delve into in my next video because I wrote some scenarios out and they're way too long to put in this one. But since you're still watching, we'll get into the first one so I can give you a taste of what I'm cooking here. The chef is in the kitchen. Writing-wise, the best saga of Dragon Ball gets elevated even higher as a result of Bulma marrying Goku between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Now, Trunks is Goku's son, and is going back in time not just to save the world, but to save his family. Think about it. This version of Trunks lost his father, his brother, his friends, and his world to the android conflict. On top of that, the future Trunks story hits harder when Gohan and Trunks are brothers, and even harder still when Gohan is Bulma's oldest son. Bulma and Gohan still went to Namek and survived all that mess only for Gohan to die in his 20s at the hands of the androids. Bulma would have some really great character moments as a result of her losses, specifically future Bulma. And on top of that, it closes the loop of the android saga and tightens the connections between the characters, because instead of having to just pair Vegeta and Bulma up just to get Trunks, the Super Saiyan from the future, now that kid is Goku's other son. It tightens the loop because the android saga is a butterfly effect of what Goku did to the Red Ribbon Army back in the original Dragon Ball. So like I said, it closes the loop. And it's also way more dramatic. Bulma has to wrestle with the task of saving her family, but she's so desperate that she has to send her only remaining son back in time just so they have a shot, just after she lost her oldest son to this same conflict. That creates a lot of room for character drama, which is something that Dragon Ball seriously needed more of. And it's not just the character drama and narrative opportunities that come from putting Goku and Bulma together, it also creates room for some much improved relationships between characters. The event of Goku and Bulma getting together butterfly affects the Dragon Ball relationships to push other characters toward people they are better suited towards. So let's take Chi-Chi as an example. She wants to live a more humble, straightforward life, and of the married men in Dragon Ball, Krillin is best suited to give her.
What is this shit, bro? Is he just making shit up? Nah, bro, I don't make shit up. This shit really happened, bro. I think this is the end of the debate. He's just making shit up. You feel me? Let's see this first.
What he's doing and tell him how he could correct it. Of all the women in Dragon Ball, Bulma is actually best suited to deal with Goku, and Goku in turn would become a better husband just by being with Bulma, since he learned a lot about human relationships and the level of commitment that they require.
Type shit. Hey man, that's the end of this video. Looks like it. Let me know what y'all think about it, bro. Down below in the comments. And yeah, love y'all boys. See y'all in the next one, bro. The next video.